Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, it's your boy Steve B. How y'all doing? I wanted to do a little. It's like a impromptu uh, interview about my trumpet, me, myself, and my trumpet. So this video is about me, myself, and my trumpet, and my relationship with music and everything. Starting from the third grade. In the third grade, I started playing the recorder, and I was very good at it, and keeping the notes and playing the right, keeping the fingers over the holes and everything. That was great. And then in the fourth grade, that's when it happened. And my best friend Rhinondo played trumpet, and I wanted to be cool like him. So I was like, okay, I'll play the trumpet. I didn't even consider any other instrument except the trumpet. And it was solely because I wanted to be cool like Ryan Ondo, not Ryan from the band. So, do you have any questions to proceed the conversation about me and trumpets and this and that?
Okay, so whenever you first started playing the trumpet, how did you know that that was the instrument for you, other than the being perceived as cool?
Well, okay, so when we finally got to get the instruments, there was like we went into the library, and there was just trumpets all over the tables, and we each got one. We got to pick one, like which one looked cool. So I picked this gold one, a Yamaha, and they're like, "We'll play it." I was like, "All right." So I picked it up, and I played this note. I played a C, a low C, B flat. That's a low C. And like I played it instantly, and I was like, "Oh shit, I can play this. I'm making noise with it. I'm making the right noise with it." So I was like, "All right, well, this is where it starts." So that's how I started playing trumpet. I knew it was for me just by playing that note, and I just knew immediately that this was gonna be fun. So
Did you start with like lessons, or how
I
did that
just
work?
no, I never got a lesson. I never got a lesson back in the day. I just went to trumpet class, and played with all the rest of the classmates, and just learned with everybody at the same time. So no lessons.
And that continued on through middle school and high school?
Yeah, I should have got lessons though. I would have been a sick trumpet player, and I wouldn't have had a messed up armature. An armature is like where you place the trumpet on your lips. So a normal trumpet player plays it like right in the middle. But because of my teeth, the way my teeth are, do you see that little corner right there?
Mm-hmm.
The trumpet like rests right in the center of that tooth, where those two teeth meet. That's where I play the trumpet at. But I might not have had that problem had I had lessons, and they would have been like, nah, don't do that. So
Okay.
I had all kinds of I had all kinds of dental issues with my trumpet in high school because I had braces, and I used to like get these big globs of wax. It was soft, and you could mold it. So I would mold it into a little ball, and then I would like put it right here where I played, over top of the clasps that they had on top of your teeth, the metal things.
Mm-hmm.
I would cover that with a glob of wax, and it so it wouldn't hurt my lips. But it was weird. It was just weird having a mouthful of wax like on my top and bottom teeth. The bottom teeth, I had my entire row of teeth with had wax. So I made a little skinny one, like this skinny,
Mm-hmm.
like that skinny, and then like that long, and just like put it right along the bottom of my teeth. And the
Yikes.
top teeth, I put a big glob right there.
Yikes.
Yep.
So when did you feel like it was your like destiny or to play the trumpet like
um,
professionally?
I didn't know. I was like a natural player, I would say, because I never, like I said, I never got a formal lesson until I decided I wanted to go to school for music. And the reason I went to school for music is because I went to my band director and I literally came to him and I had a meeting with him because I wanted to ask him a specific question. I said, "Do you think I would be a good band teacher?" And he looked me right in the eye and he said, "Yes, I think you'd be a great band teacher." And that changed my mind because I was going to go to Penn State for business. Why didn't I do that? But that was the decision that made me want to go into music, was my band teacher giving me like confidence about it. And I wanted to go to IUP specifically. I didn't know anything about their band program except that their marching band was fucking awesome. And it was. It was loud and it was they had they still do it. They still have the intricate like band movements, like dots and stuff, intricate dot movements. Drill, that's the word. They have intricate drill that's pretty cool. So that's why I really liked IUP. So I went to I auditioned to IUP, and that was it. And I got lessons off this guy named Jeffrey Nicodemus, and he was a trumpet player for the River City Brass Band. He was the lead trumpet player for them at the time, and I don't know how I got his number. My band director must have known him or something. He got me his number, and I got lessons off this guy for like a couple months, and he was like he had no confidence in me. It was funny as fuck. He was like, he gave me the Haydn trumpet concerto as my audition piece, and I still have that, and I still can play. I can play that fucking thing from memory at this point. But he's like, there's no way you're gonna get in, like just based off of what he could hear. And like this is where I lucked out. The day that I had my audition for IUP, I didn't even play in front of a person. They had a camera like shooting me, and I auditioned, and then there was like the main guy wasn't there. Doctor Eisensmith was not there, but the other band teacher was, I forget his name, and he was like he listened to me, and then like he only listened to like a third of the piece, and then he told me to stop, and I was like okay, and then like shortly like a week later I found out I got in, so there's that. I don't know
So,
if that answers your question.
yeah. So, okay, so let's move on to more about like the trumpet itself. So,
Okay.
throughout, middle school, high school, did you have like a rented trumpet?
Yeah, I had a rental trumpet uh, from. I had a rental trumpet. I bought. I bought a rental trumpet. What the fuck? Everything's wet over here. I have one cigarette left. Great. Right. I had a rental until I graduated, and then I bought the exact student model that was this tiny trumpet that I still have as king. Uh, and whenever I had my audition and I got in, I showed the guy my trumpet. He's like, "Yeah, you're not gonna be able to play on that. That's a student horn. You're gonna be an adult soon, have adult lungs, not little kid lungs, and so you need a big trumpet that has more tubing so you could hit those fat high notes and those fat low notes and everything in between." And I was like, "Okay, Frank." So he gave me the number to a Yamaha factory or like distributor, I don't know, in around, close to Ligonier. I can't remember what town. But I went and got a trumpet there, and I got my baby. This is my baby right here. This is my Yamaha Zeno. This is my baby.
And when did you
This is my
purchase?
precious. Actually, this is my precious. This is the name of my trumpet. My precious. Because of Lord of the Rings. Duh. But like it was popular at the time. It was in movie theaters. That's how old this trumpet is. This was when Lord of the Rings, like Fellowship of the Ring or something, was in theaters.
So like back in like 2001,
No, it was
2002.
later than that because I graduated in '03, and that's whenever I got the trumpet in '03. So it is 20 years old. That trumpet's 20 years
Oh
old.
wow.
Yeah, that trumpet's been through a lot of shit. Lot of shit. I'm just gonna have the trumpet in the rest of the scene. So okay, so this is my Precious. Um, I've had it for 20 years. It went through college with me. It's been through it's been through the '88 LA Stars years, and when I used to play trumpet with that when I was rapping back in like 2012. So that was 10 years ago. I was rapping and playing trumpet. Um, and then I put the trumpet was put away and back in my hands like more than once, and then the last time I picked it up was 2021, and I told myself I was gonna fucking like just get sick on the trumpet. I don't know what was gonna be the reason, but that the reason was joining the Biscuits, and I've just been getting better and better ever since I joined the Biscuits, and right now my musicality and my skill level, maybe not my range and technical ability, but my musicality is better than it's ever fucking been before. I just understand music more at this point. Hold on a second. Let me just see who that is. It's an unknown number. So anyway,
So
anything else?
can you tell any funny stories of the history of your trumpet?
Do you want to know the most extreme story?
Sure.
Okay. I pawned that thing.
Oh, you're gonna tell this story. Okay.
I pawned this thing because I needed $200. Actually, I was trying to get as much money as I could, but I think they only gave me like $1.50 because I was trying to. I needed money for something. I'm not gonna say what it is. You could use your imagination, but I needed the money for something, and so I pawned it, and they gave me hardly anything. And my mom was like freaking the fuck out. She's like, "Why are you doing that? You're gonna like they're gonna sell it. You're gonna lose it forever. It's your first trumpet. You don't want to lose that." And I was like, I didn't care. I needed money. I needed cash. So,
But
but
you
I
got it
ended up.
back.
My mom gave me money to buy it back, and I bought it back like 3 days later, something like that. And
No.
I didn't even care. I was manic. I didn't even care that there was that it was like in this shady ass fucking pawn shop with like all this electronic equipment from like the 80s and shit was in there. Like people have been pawning their. It's really sad actually. 2 missed calls. Hold on. What the fuck? They called twice maybe. Oh, they left a voicemail. I'll check this later. Today's my birthday, but I don't know why I had to mention that. But anyway, go ahead.
So you recently.
Oh, so I bought it back. This trumpet is magical. This is a magic trumpet. Okay, I'm not even serious. I mean, I am fucking serious. This trumpet is magic. I believe in magic. I believe music is magic. I believe notes are magic. I think it's like a little bit of echo dust that we put into a fragment of time can never be heard again the same way. Even on record, it's not going to sound the same way. Even though you've heard the same record 1,000 times, were you doing the same thing every time you heard a song? Every time you hear a song is special because every moment that you hear in a song that you hear, like okay, I'm washing the dishes and I'm listening to music. I'll never have that moment again. Music is special. Music is very special.
So why do you think that your trumpet has special powers?
I think my trumpet has special powers because I think I have special powers, and so me and my trumpet are one, and my trumpet is an extension of me, and I can use my emotions to play to express myself through the trumpet. I know that's obvious, but when you actually do it, not that many people have the ability to do that. Even if they're playing in tune, there's other factors that come into music besides playing the right notes. There's playing with feeling. There's, you know what I mean? Like, if people have been playing musical instruments since man started banging on rocks and hearing different sounds. So improvisation is not something exclusive to jazz. People have been improvising since forever. It's a very organized way of improvisation is jazz. It's not. I can't even play jazz correctly. On my best solo, I'm still learning, and I'm just gonna keep getting better and better and better. And the thing that's special about what I'm doing is I don't learn from reading a book or like listening to a lecture. I do listen to a lot of lectures about jazz music, and I've just learned that it's all about phrasing. When you're soloing, it's all about phrasing, and it's like saying something. You say something and then you answer yourself. You say something and then you say some more, and then you say a little more, and then you answer it and you conclude it with the cadence. It concludes the whole thing. So that's how I fucking rhyme with my trumpet. I'm also a rapper. I rhyme. I write lyrics. I flow. I can hear melodies and beats and all kinds of shit. And you know what I do? It's fucking magic, dude. I can't explain it. I can explain it to you just as much as I want to, but you can't do it. You can try, but only me can play the way I can. I can tell you every secret I have, and you'll still never be able to play like me. I'm not saying I'm anything special. I'm just saying you'll never be able to play like me. We're all one in a million, man. We all got something we could do, even if it's like, you know, contorting your back or like pulling your fingers back to your fucking elbow or some shit. We all got some weird shit we can do. I just happen to be good at music. So
So,
what else?
so speaking of like magic and stuff like that, last year you had Reiki done on your trumpet, right?
Yes, I did.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Um, Christmas of last year, I was shopping at a witchy shop. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but I spent like over $500 there. So like they were giving me freebies and shit. Um, and they did this like thing to my trumpet to like completely cleanse it, I guess. Would you say that?
Yeah.
So maybe you could explain that a little bit.
I mean,
What do you think she did?
she cleansed it.
She said some words, and there was like louds and softs, and you know what I mean. You could feel the energy in the room. Everybody was completely quiet, and she did something to my trumpet. She like zapped it, and like I think my trumpet actually has a lot of bad juju. Just like that story I told you, like I got all kinds of stories, like that, and like but like since then, I've had this. There's a few things that I've done to put you know, start me off at one, I guess. Anyway.
Do you think it's helped? Do you think that it's changed the energy or
no? Because I was playing sick before that too. But but like I said, I feel like I'm a better player now than I've ever been, and it's not the trumpet. I mean, it is the trumpet, but only I can put the energy into the trumpet. The trumpet's not going to play itself. So, like, maybe I was part of it too. Maybe she zapped me a little bit too. So, maybe it got all the bad notes. I want some of those bad notes.
Mm-hmm.
Bad notes are bad to the bone.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in magic. Um, I believe I have my superstitions. I believe I practice magic in my own way. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not a sorcerer. I'm not a wizard. I'm just a magician, musician. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm insane. Well, anyway, what else? What else?
I can't really think of anything. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, there's a lot of power in a mouthpiece, and we only get and we're not like a reeded instrument. We're like a flute. We're like another brass instrument. There's a lot of power in this. There's a lot of vibration that we put into this. Like the amount of energy that we put into this. Like it breaks my heart whenever I drop a mouthpiece and it like puts a little dent in it, because then it's never gonna vibrate the same ever again. This mouthpiece I just bought like a year ago or two, and like it has its like purity. It hasn't been dented. Hasn't lost its cherry yet. But we're gonna keep it that way, right, buddy? I don't have a name for my mouthpiece. My mouthpiece is just part of the trumpet, I think. So, but my trumpet itself holds a lot of energy. Um, my trumpet case, I used to call my trumpet the voodoo trumpet. Do you want me to get into that?
Sure.
I had a voodoo Bible, and I still have it, but like I'm very influenced by movies and shit, and like things that are tangible in the real world. I will take stuff from movies and fuck with stuff whenever I'm not right in the head, and sometimes I'm not right in the head. And I had a Bible, and I'm not gonna get it, but like I thought it was a Horcrux, and I like stabbed it with a knife, and I like tore it up, and I like threw it in the rain, out in the rain, and then I went and got it, and then now it's bound by a what's it called?
Rubber band.
Rubber. It's got rubber bands holding it together now, and it's still together, and it's still got a hole in it from being stabbed. But it's my voodoo. Why do you say it's my voodoo one? I just think there's something wrong with it. The pictures in it are disturbing to me, even when I'm not manic. It's a very disturbing little Bible, but it's got a really cool. I'm just gonna get it. Found it. I need a new rubber band. This broke. Here.
And you
Check
kept
it out.
this in your trumpet case?
Yeah, I used to carry this Bible in my trumpet case. And then look, if you open up the whole page, it's a little poster.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Okay.
There we go. That's Jesus feeding them with fishes, and fed the whole town. I might put it back in my trumpet case. Nah, it needs to be put back together. I'm gonna put it right here for now. I got one more story. I was carrying this trumpet around on the south side this one time, and my buddy Andy, that you know, I'll just say Andy. My buddy Andy.
Not this trumpet, different trumpet.
No, this one.
This one?
This one. I took this one the south side, and we went to D's, and then we went to, Jack's. And we were playing pool, and then we left, and then this dude got into a fight with Andy as we were leaving. We were getting kicked out by the bouncer was bouncing us out because it was time to leave, and it was last call. It was after last call, and he was kicking us out. And Andy got into a fight with this dude, and we're leaving, and they're fighting, and then I'm like going back towards Andy, and I got my trumpet over my shoulder, and I walk over, and then all I know is like immediately I just wake up and I'm on the ground being pulled across the ground. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, dude, you just got knocked out. Like some dude just like came and sucker punched me, and I just immediately was knocked out cold.
Jeez.
I was really drunk too, and I woke up and I went over to Andy. I was like, my head was hurting, but I didn't get hit, I didn't get hurt real bad. But I went over to Andy, and he was missing a tooth, and he was
Jeez.
bleeding all over the place. His tooth was like cracked in half. Half his tooth was gone. He was bleeding everywhere. But here's the part that's about the trumpet. I opened my trumpet case. I fell on my trumpet whenever that dude sucker punched me, and the bell was completely bent in.
Ugh.
That trumpet.
Yikes.
If you look at it, see right here, these marks,
Yeah.
and then right there, it's a little bit bumpy around there.
Mm-hmm.
That's because it was like completely bent.
Jeez.
And then the bell was down here, was bent. It was bent here, but they use like a rubber hammer, and they bang it back into place.
Yeah.
They got a little method they use for it. So this trumpet has been broken. It's been pawned. It's been left in a cab. It's on. I don't know, but I used to carry it. I still do. I take the trumpet like everywhere because I haven't been practicing as much as I was, but I think I was over practicing before. I like better what I'm doing now, which is like I play whenever I want to. I still do gotta warm up every day though, so I play every fucking day. Play every day, and gotta keep up the chops, so I'm always ready to play. And I gotta. I'm a 50-50 going tonight on a shot. It's my birthday, and I wanted to go play, but our plans fell through. But maybe tonight I'll play at a different open mic in Pittsburgh. Maybe Brandy's Basement. We don't know. We're talking about it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this was pretty cool. Thanks for all the information.
Yeah, of course. How long is it?
Almost a half hour.
Really? Holy shit.
All right.
Cool.
Well, thank you. We'll see you later.